Hey, good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? I hope you all had a good weekend. It wasn't bad around here. Had some weather last night, but you know, those things happen. In everyone's life, you know, a little rain and so on and so forth. I'm sure, right? As it goes. There we are. Okay. Just getting everything set her up and see. You know, got the ligates going, got the stuff going. Looks like we're doing OBS things over here and doing stream things over here. And we're doing lava and light and laser things back there. We're not going to use the fog machine today because I've got a fan going. I mean, it works, but it's just like fog gone, you know. So, you understand. A little warm in here. The rest of the house is in, 60s, low 70s, something like that. And it's 80 degrees in here. I gotta get some more airflow through here from the rest of the house. I hate doing that. Really, I do. But I gotta open up that door back there. And then behind my monitors are the French doors. I'm gonna crack those open, get a little airflow through. That'll cool it off nicely in here. I think I'm gonna do that today. Anyhow, we've got the curve up. Where'd I? Oh, there you are. 42 is, and it's only 25 seconds behind, so the time is correct. It's coming up quickly. You can see, zoot. Here's the curve, and here comes 42. This normally runs about 3 or 4 minutes late, so we're getting there real close, like, and stuff and junk. So should be here any second. So while I have my coffee, enjoy the curve. The Pennsylvanian is on its way. We're gonna run some TS Classic today. Kind of feel bad that Friday, we didn't get to really get a good stream in on it, so maybe we'll get some good time into it. There we go. Yo. Hi, Mom. Good seeing you in there. 147. You haven't left yet? Huh. You would think that the guy operating the camera would be in position to bring the camera, have the camera in position for the train coming down the hill because he knows it's coming. It's gotta be to see it. I don't know if they have ATCS, but I would almost imagine that they do. If I ran that camera, any of the webcams, I would have ATCS set up so you'd know where, especially if you've got panic tilt, you know which way the trains are coming from and when they're coming. I figured that would be a gimme. I gotta look into it all. Wow, there he goes. That's it, just to the pole, huh? Oh, I gotta turn it up. It is a sunny morning in Pennsylvania. Man, it has been nice over there. Not a cloud in the sky. It's coming. It's here now. We had a big storm come through last night. There's a way to change that a little. He's going 34, 35 miles an hour. There he comes. Gotta know that he's being, oh, look, there's a squirrel over there doing something suspicious. He's flexing his zoom. Power lines. There it is. We should take money on which engine's pulling, let's say 112 or 116. I think those are numbers that we've seen before. And it is 121. Oh, 121 or 126? 121. I get to see a little bit of the area and what they're doing here. They've still got it taped off. Oh yeah, wonder what they're putting in there. Maybe I should check their website, huh? It's got a tiny little gas tank. I'm sorry, fuel tank. You'll notice there's always 7 cars and 1 locomotive in that consist, and almost any of the Amtrak trains outside the NEC, the Northeast Coastline. Tell me why. Love catching that first thing in the morning. Alright, first thing we're going to do before we get in here. Oh, I've already got it down. Good, good, good. Where we got the graphics at? 5. We can put this, if it has an ultra, highest. We'll put it on highest. Ooh. Clouds, nipping, okay. Lighting. Okay. That's good. We'll save that. Oh, the game must restart. Restart now? No. I just wanted to make sure really that the audio was turned down a little bit. Let's dive in. Where do we want to go today? Oh, London to Peterborough. Excuse me. I don't think we've done that in quite some time. the 801. We had so much fun. No, it was the 101. Oh wow, we even starred that one. Some of these. There's Capital Connection. We can start off north to Hitchin. Kings Cross to Hitchin. Cloudy and snow. No. I want a clear day. Foggy autumn at night, no. 4:10 in the morning. Good Lord. Cloudy autumn day. Is it always cloudy in autumn? Cloudy summer, cloudy, stormy winter day. 8 o'clock at night. 5:30 in the morning. The morning commute. Let's just do that. Doesn't look like we can have a day around London's King's Cross, London King's Cross without clouds. Sounds like we've got a train coming up the hill. Oh, look at that. GP38's on the move. 35's a shorty. It's just a transfer. Well, that was scooting through there. Oh, I wish I could have caught that quicker. Good morning. You'll need to process King's Cross as quickly as possible due to departure time of 05:50. We don't have to let anybody on. see a red up there. See a green for us, that looks like that could be for that line. I don't think it's for us. No, it can't be. Okay, there's our green. e-brake. I did not mean to go into e-brake. Are you kidding me? You would think it was Monday morning after 8 o'clock. Actually, it's after 9 o'clock now. Jeez. Those people are on the ball. They get on the phone instantly. It wasn't the e-brake setting. So evidently 80% of braking is e-brake. Makes that kind of sense. At least we had a little bit of a bonus there for being on time. Okay, how do we switch over to the other? Switch to next rearward cap, control and minus. Control and minus. Control minus. Okay, let's try it over here. Control minus. There we go. Look at that. Oh, 12 miles. Oh, the crane's even turning up there. I don't know about that. Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah. Cheers. Oh boy, we're on the plus side. Amazing. Never happens. Never. In 13 miles. So at 6:11, 9 minutes. Yeah, we should make it at this speed. Fast we can slow this thing down without throwing it in e-brake. Definitely start at least a mile out. Can't help myself. 95. Well, we can do it. And downhill, too. Well, we'll really be in the brakes for the last 2 miles, mile and a half. We might have been able to do that better, but hey, I doubt it. We were early, stopped in the right spot. Good Lord. Didn't hit the e-brake. This thing takes forever. No current destination. Well done. You have managed to complete all of your tasks this morning. You're now scheduled for a short break. Hey, how nice of me. high speed run, everything. I should have like really monstered that one. I think they gave me a star. Scored 259. Did I get a gold star? Good morning commute to Stevenage. Let's see what it says. Just green. A green checking mark. Let's see. What do they got here in the Northeast Corridor? Sellers, we run them every day. That's it. Northeast Regional. What do we got here on this Acela? Stormy Autumn, of course. 30th Street. From 30th Street to New York, and they say that's 85 minutes. They're crazy. What do we got in Feather River? Here's got, you know what, I think. We're going to turn this off. And the dynamic lighting. Okay, then we are going to go there. While the game does its thing here real quick. I'm tired of the clouds. I want nice sunny days. We're looking at Feather River. Cloudy, snow, winter, whatever. I thought we had to do that. Okay, dynamic, yeah, right, okay, At the highest detail. Okay. Okay, G's, F7s, wow. What's part 2? Winter rain. It looks like a neat run though. God, with this Thomas and Friends crap. So sorry about that. It's winter time. Signal is clear and you continue to Kedzie. Keddy, excuse me. You're good. I like that. Morning, Blood. Hope you're having a good time this morning. Doing good, doing good. Getting some trains in to start off the week. Like I say, we got to start somewhere. Hope you had a good weekend. I am speeding already. Oh, really? Come on, come on, come on. We want to know what it is. What it is? What is it? What is it? What is it? Father's Day. Good Lord, when's Father's Day? Isn't that in June? It's a 71 Chevelle SS LS6 4-speed. Oh, really? Very nice. Very nice. We'll have to hear it. When are you setting it up? Well, if you love it so far, unless you're looking at the box, you've already set it up. Yeah, when I swapped out my monitors, I went from a boom to the desktop again. I was lucky that I had saved all the stuff, because I went straight from getting, actually, I had a XLR mic in there first with a phantom power and all that on the boom. Then I switched it from that over to the Yeti, and I just shoved the stand stuff, the stand and the mounting hardware in a drawer. Luckily, I still had it. I didn't want anything taking up any space over a monitor. With the way the reduction was from the 27s to the 19s that I had, it hung in that space right there at the edge and didn't, take up any space. But then when I got them all out, it took up like the whole extreme upper left-hand corner of the right-hand 27. I didn't like that. So I moved it back down to the desk. And all is well in Synchroland. Can't wait to hear it. I imagine Elgato's got all kinds of cool software so you can set the compression and the gating and the response on it and everything else. They make good stuff.
Can you hear me?
There you are. Yeah, man. So that sounded good.
Yeah, the logic on this thing is crazy. I mean, it cancels out everything behind me, so my wife won't, when we're gaming, won't interfere.
Right.
And she gets mad because she hears herself.
Ah. I understand.
No, all I was doing was looking for a boom. And I was telling my wife the one I was thinking about getting. And some packages showed up yesterday, and last night they said, here you go.
Wow. Stepping up. Up in the game. Very nice.
So it's basically the setup Bugster's got.
Okay. Well, so you know where she went for advice, but that's not a bad idea.
Well, this mic, like I said, I wasn't looking for a mic, but they paid like an extra money for the white mic.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to go with a white boom to match my PC case.
And they figured, hey, while we're here, you know.
Why am I hearing myself? There we go. Doing mic checks earlier and forgot to turn the mic.
I still have that. Well, I mean, I rarely hear myself, but still from time to time I forget to disable the microphone built onto the headset and or the microphone in the webcam. And it leads.
I don't have a webcam yet to worry about.
I've gone through a few of them. I gave one to my daughter Jess. Never saw her on it. I gave one to Mr. Snipes. Never seen him on it. You know. And now I'm thinking I could really use another one to aim somewhere else. You know, that kind of thing. What's sad is I've got quite a few really nice cameras, both DSLRs and I got a Sony Handycam that's really nice. And I'd love to be able to use them as webcams. But for whatever reason, like one of my Canons, the one that I use the most, does everything but webcam. I mean, they actually have it set up where you can't use it as a webcam. And it's got Wi-Fi capabilities. Where I can, you know, download everything from it through Wi-Fi straight onto my computer. But you can't use it as a live feed. I'm not sure about the other Canon, and actually I'm not really sure about that Sony webcam, I mean the Sony Handycam either. And that was the first one. I first bought it when I was going to set up a YouTube channel and just record and then edit and upload, but I never used it for that. Uh-oh, we got a train.
I just noticed I can't, unless you've got your Discord set this way, but I can't adjust your volume because you're low.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's on my end.
Let me see here.
Because I've got Discord pegged out. What I'm trying to do is where I can control them all with the mixes.
Not there. Let me check where I've got my stuff set. My microphone volume is cranked.
Yeah, so when I go up to turn you up, or turn you down or in Discord,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird. I don't think
Go
Elgato should have anything to do with that.
at the bottom on the left-hand side on Discord. You see the settings, user settings.
Yeah.
Okay, click on it, and what'll come up is your voice and video. Turn your speaker volume up, because that'll run independent from the volume on your computer. Since I'm the only one in here, it might be that has me turned down. Entirely possible.
Okay.
If nothing else, I mean, it'll let you pick out what speaker you want to use on Discord, and then give you the volume for that.
It won't let me. It's not doing anything either.
Yeah, my microphone volume is cranked.
Is overriding. Well, you normally can adjust people because.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Like if I click on you, where is it? That's not it. If I right click on you.
Right click on them.
Yeah, and then user volume. I've got you cranked up all the way. It's basically the only slide on the drop down.
Yeah, and when I slide that, it doesn't change it. Right now, I got you at 75%.
Okay, yeah, I've got you at 200.
And yeah, I go up to 200 and then change.
Really? Okay, yeah, that is odd. Then
The thing of it is, it's perfect like what we're talking like now.
Mm-hmm.
But in game, helicopter,
oh, I know.
ambient sounds, I'm not going to hear a word you say.
Yeah, see, again, that's where I'd go with the 200 and check and see if you got, I mentioned this to KS the other day. I noticed that during gameplay the other day, everything went low. I couldn't hardly hear anything, and I'm checking everything on OBS, here, there, and everything was right and where it was supposed to be, and then I remembered that there's a volume control on the cord for my headphones. And somehow when I was moving around, it rubbed up against something and turned down. And I turned it back up and ta-da, there's everybody again. And it worked just fine then. But is it different than what it was before, or is it the same as it was before you added the mic?
No, it's the same.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Oh, before I could individually.
Now either you leaned back or you changed something because you just dropped down a bit.
Yep, I did.
Okay.
Bill, I adjusted. How's that?
Oh, there you go. It's not because I'm completely.
I was playing with.
But again, back from the
See,
old
this
CB
is stream
days.
mic over here.
There you go. I grew up with a chicken choker D104, and I like a microphone that can hear a snail fart in the backyard. So that basically no matter where I'm at, I can be at arm's length from the mic, and right now I'm at least, if I stretch a little bit, arm's length from the mic. At a comfortable seated position where I can talk in normal volume, and I'm still in the yellow over there, you know, and it doesn't change much wherever I'm sitting at, so everybody can hear me. I'm used to that with my microphones. Some people like them the other way around. You know, where you've got to make love to that thing. The mic that I use at Bingo, both at the VFW and the American Legion, They're nice Shure mics. They're corded XLR mics. My beard is rubbing up against it when I'm talking. I mean, you've got to be right on top of it in order to get, the right tonal quality out of it that I like. Like I say, I've been used to it. The power mic that I use in my truck is the same way. I don't have to have it up to my face. I can have it, down at arm's length, and you can hear me just as well as if I held it up to my face. But no, that thing sounds good. It's got good natural quality to it. It's not over bassy, it's not muffled, it's very clear.
I don't understand why I can't get your volume up.
That is kind of wild. Might be something in Windows settings. Have you had any updates lately?
Yeah, last night.
I think I did too. I came in this morning, the computer was off. But then we had a big storm come through last night. You should be getting it today. Where did it go?
I'm looking at the volume mixer right now. See what.
And see, I had to check again because every time this thing restarts, the microphone settings go back to default each time in Windows. So I have to redo it. I normally run it at like 95%. It drops it down to 50. And I notice as soon as I turn on OBS that, even with the way I've got it set, it barely even cracks into the green on the levels.
We've got 2 Discords in the sound mixer, so how is that?
Yeah, that's odd.
I don't know if it's. Yeah, the other than the mic, it should have headphones as the output. And it does. I got it set to that.
Yeah, you should have
100%.
You should have your on Discord. You should have your source and your level. That's basically as far as Discord goes. On some of them, like I say, like for your microphone, Elgato probably has proprietary software set up that is either installed with it if it's a USB plug and play. Yeah, where you can get in there and work with everything. I know OBS has that for the Yeti, and what is it? G-Hub also has some fairly in-depth stuff to where I can have it this sensitive, yet I can gate it to where stuff happening in the background, you might hear it, but barely.
Well, I was having that problem again yesterday.
I see what's going on here now. My Discords are, I got 2 of them, and so I got to figure out which one. I bet you if I change this over to my headset, so we don't screw anything else up.
Yeah, it'd be a douche.
Well, Sinker, you were in there yesterday. You heard all that static at 4 hours and 45 minutes.
I might have. I was in and out of the room a bit.
Yeah, it was static and bad. Like at 4 hours and 45 minutes, and it wasn't doing it on my end, but it had to do it. So it's doing it somewhere in the software. I just can't tell where.
Were you in that storm that went through?
It's been clear.
Because we didn't get it till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, I didn't get that storm at all. But it's like every time, around about how long I go, that static comes back in my sound, and I can't. And I hear it because I'm also listening to the stream while I'm live streaming too. That static came back. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I wonder, was it anything like that little blurb of static that comes across when you use your mic, the CB mic in game?
No.
Okay.
It does it when I play my music. It does it when the truck's running too.
Is it only on ATS?
I'll be right back.
Nope.
I'm gonna see if this resets.
It's not doing it on my speakers, you know.
Right.
But it's just doing it on the stream.
Huh. Okay, I mean, just for the sake of it, if you're not doing anything else, if you're not streaming, not playing, go to Steam and verify the files on ATS, just for the sake of it. Can't hurt.
And I done that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Twice.
Huh.
When I started my stream back up yesterday, and live streamed for about an hour and so, because to make it 5 hours.
Yeah.
The static was not there again. I'm like,
Weird.
something's got to be up with the software.
Or something, yeah. That's weird.
Or could it be that stuff that I have on here where I had multi-stream probably?
That's possible. I mean, the easiest way to find out is to turn off one thing at a time and experiment and see if anything changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I changed it to my headphones output, but I was hearing you through your stream, dude. That's what I was judging the sound on.
Yeah.
Duh. But now the Discord is working. I wasn't getting you twice, I was getting myself twice.
That's why. A lot of times what I'll do, like when we're playing Gray Zone or something, I've got Zeke up on my left screen and me up in the center, we're talking in Discord, I mute the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah,
because I'll get that echo.
But he claims if you're not at 20 or something above, I don't know about that. Because I mean, is that really how they play ball? I mean,
what's that?
That you don't get credit as a viewer if you now, as long as you're typing in it. But if you have your sound below 20 something, it says it won't.
Yeah, I've never had that happen because I've always got them muted and I'm always in there.
It never happened to me. It's say if you go into your list or something.
Yeah.
Like if you're streaming, it shows that you're in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
he was
you can
saying
check
that
his list too.
That the sound, like if I mute you right now,
right,
and I don't type anything, you don't get credit for me being in there. How it sounds. Could have it wrong saying, but you got to have it above 20 something, 25.
You've got me muted right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The stream, okay. If I look, yeah, you're there.
But I don't know, is that I'm in here, but am not either a voice or chat, right? Is your active viewer what I'm talking about? I think it's got something to do with your active viewers.
Yeah, I look at my active viewers and you're there, but you did type in, so But my mom has not, and I know she's not home right now, but her computer is turned on, and she's in there as well.
Is active?
Mm-hmm. So is Zeke.
Okay.
And he hasn't typed it all either. So yeah, we know you're there, Zeke. We can smell you.
Hey, Zeke. Saw you on this morning, but I was in there playing with microphone and stuff. It looks like you were doing something too, because I didn't get on Saturday or Sunday, because Saturday ended up being a full day. I went grocery shopping instead of Friday. Went Saturday morning. Got home. The oldest one came over. Then we went out to eat. Had a 32-inch margarita, which that was a mistake.
I bet you were feeling good.
That's good for you.
And I was all right. I was good, but man, I don't know. It hit my liver or something. I started getting burning feelings in my freaking gut. Everything else, it was the hot sauce or my liver's giving out here, man.
Yikes.
But they've got, where we go, they have got them nice margaritas, man. Like they got a margarita maker machine.
Oh yeah.
And it does something to the ice. It is super cold and it's milky slush, not chunks. Oh my God, that stuff's good.
Might have been
I
a
used to
brain
get one to
freeze.
come home, but I had that too at the restaurant.
That's odd. I don't know. Maybe the acidity of the citrus?
It could have been. It could have been.
Now, were you ordering off the stool softening menu?
Well, it's Mexican. It's all stool softening.
Yeah. They used to say how the Inuits, Eskimos, have like 120 different words for snow. It's little known that Mexicans, God love them, have at least 40 different words for runny shit. And I think it's mostly dietary. But yeah.
Get any type of solid
Yeah, I was gonna say
excrement. They probably call it constipation.
they have the opposite. They have the soft serve. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually get one of those to go, because you can get one of those to go too. They put it in a big old fucking
Big gulp
jug,
cup.
plastic jug.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a second.
I saw a thing the other day. You know how they jugs like that never fit in the cup holders in your car, right? Like in the console or whatnot.
Yeah.
Some guy, I don't know if he just 3D printed them out or what. He had an adapter that, sat down into the cup holder, and then a piece sat down into it, and it was a miniature milk crate, which was really cool. Another one sounds like it's going uphill. Yep. It was a milk crate, and it fit like a half-gallon milk jug perfectly into it. I'm like, well, that makes the cup holder in my truck obviously will not hold my my coffee cup.
The handles won't clear. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
if it did,
it drops down. Well, actually, I've got it shut right now. I normally use it for holding crap, my phone and change and whatever else. But when I've got my radio in there, my CD in there, it's mounted right below, because that Ram's got a double cup holder that lowers down out of the dash, right? It's a great big ass thing with a center section and 2 cup holders and all this. So next to the 4x4 shifter down low for engaging the transfer case, I've got a mini Igloo down there with the lid opened, and I use bungee cords to bungee it basically to the 4WD shifter. And I can still shift it just fine, but it holds that mini igloo right there, and that's perfect as a cup holder. I put take a paper towel and fold it in half like this, and it fits perfect down in the bottom of it. So in case, because with this monster, if you're driving down the road and you go to take a sip, it blocks out 95% of your vision. So you're having to look sideways and shit while you're driving, But if you spill a little bit, you can set it down in there and it mops it up. And it works lovely. It used to belong to my uncle. I got that from him, and I got his baby thermos that I use as well, that holds like 3 of my cups of coffee. It holds like 27 regular cups of coffee. One of this thermos got me almost the entire 16 hours up into Canada, and I was drinking the whole way, enough to where, I filled up the tank. I don't know. I'd have to look. It holds I think 16 cups. It'll hold 1 3/4 of my 12-cup coffee maker carafe.
Yeah, I've got them right down here. I haven't been using it. I got to bring it back out. Summertime's coming. I got a Stanley, one of the biggest Stanley ones you can get. The thing holds like 40 some ounces. I usually fill it halfway with ice and then the rest with water. I've got ice water all day.
Yeah, I do the same thing with my coffee. I've got a carafe, a stainless steel carafe that I use when I go out on the porch, because I'll spend a lot of time out there, and I got tired of running in and out for coffee, so I fill up the carafe. Now this thing here will hold 12 cups plus a little bit, and this thing will also keep coffee hot for 12 hours. That thermos, it'll keep coffee hot for 16 hours at least. I need to get
one of those canters like that. That's what I need.
Yeah, it's nice. It's stainless inside and out. You can drop it down the steps and not worry about shattering the glass inside. And it does a really good job of keeping the coffee hot. Works really well. I'm happy with it. I'm not sure who makes this thing. Let's see if it's written on it.
I love my percolator coffee pot.
It's an Aladdin.
Cleaning's a pain in the butt.
Wait, this thing needs to go through the dishwasher. If I only had a dishwasher. Wait. Oh, yeah. Couldn't believe I finally hung up one of my hat racks and realized I have 10 hats on my desk. Took up quite a bit of space. Ugh. Not to mention headgear.
They did away with, like in Sam's, they used to have a coffee grinder. And you could have fresh beans and grind your own coffee.
Oh, yeah.
And you could set the grinding size. And they got rid of it. And when I bought this percolator, I thought they made coffee grounded for percolators. But
no, for drip.
Yeah, but that's the thing about it is the coffee's too fine. It will actually get some of the stuff down in the coffee from that metal cage.
Yep.
So I just put a filter down in there, push it in there.
Right.
Put a filter in it. Helps them doing that. But
I don't know if they used to have it at Schnucks, best smelling aisle in the store. I mean, I'm a big fan of coffee. I love coffee. I drink nothing but decaf. Well, mostly nothing but decaf. But they had a grinder in there where you could buy beans and grind your own. But I just got used to it. I mean, I've got burr grinders and blade grinders because I repaired them, you know, by the ton. So I always had them, you know, for whatever reason. I've always had them. I use the blade grinders for herbs and spices and stuff, where you can grind your own pepper, you know, in bulk and put it in a shaker rather than using a fresh grinder. I don't do that anymore. I just use a fresh grinder. But for doing herbs and stuff, you can do a fine chop of it, throw it in, and, you know, and ta-da! You can do that with nutmeg. You can do it with almost anything. When they make peanut butter, I've worked on peanut butter grinders where you dump in shelled unsalted peanuts and it puts out peanut butter. And they use a burr grinder, you know, just like a coffee grinder. Mm-hmm. And they work really well for that. Now, I've never tried using a coffee grinder to make peanut butter, but yeah, neat stuff. But I didn't know they had them where you say it's Sam's. That would make sense.
Yeah, it's Sam. I know Sam's. I don't know if Costco's in. Sam's that used to have a grinder right in the coffee aisle where you just go and buy your bag of coffee beans and you just pour it in there and grind it.
Right.
Probably to however the, you know, fineness or coarseness you want it, but you need a coarser.
Yeah, for percolating you do.
Yeah.
Because it's a recirculatory. Where drip is a one-time pass, and then you go even finer for an espresso or cappuccino grind. It's a powder, almost like flour, that you pack into the cup before you do it. So yeah, most burr grinders are adjustable.
Most people are going to the Keurig K cups or whatever they are, or they've got a little individual single thing you can put your coffee grounds in and do it.
Right.
But yeah, I used to have a Keurig for years. Two of them, they both quit working on me within about a year and a half, which is crazy. The lime in our water, we have a lot of lime in our water.
Oh yeah, hard water.
So, yeah. And I try to keep it clean, but
believe it or not, I don't know if you did any research into them. I did a little bit. I didn't do many of them when I had my shop open. I closed my shop in 2009, and they really didn't become popular much until after that. But one thing that I found that works well, when you've got hard water, the check valves in those things have a tendency to gum up and then freeze. Right?
Yeah, and the pump starves. That's when last time I went out it would you'd go to percolate it, it wouldn't. You hear it going. It wouldn't pump any water.
In radio repair, in the service, there was first, second, and third echelon maintenance. First echelon maintenance is to drop the radio. Right? It's almost akin to when we were kids and the picture started screwing up on your TV. What did you do? You smack the snot out of it on the side, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Second echelon maintenance is to drop the radio off a Jeep, and then it just escalates from there on. The repair that I found for that pump starvation in the Keurigs, and it worked, is to turn it upside down and shake the snot out of it. Literally.
Really?
Yep. I was going to say, if you haven't thrown away the ones yet that you had, try that and see if it works. About 75 to 80% of the time, it worked on the ones that I fixed. People look at me like, what the hell are you doing? And I turn it upside down and drop it on my knee forcibly. You know, give it a good solid shock. What you're doing is freeing up that check valve, the ball in the check valve.
Gotcha.
And there you go. And then do your normal. What I used to recommend, and I still do, both in drip coffee makers because they use the check valve the same way, and Keurigs, is to fill it up with 3/4 to 1/4 water white vinegar. Okay,
That's how yep.
Brew like 1 cup through and let it sit overnight. The next morning, get up and continue till you've brewed all that through. Then run a full tank of clear water through it. I passed the signal of danger. Big surprise. And a lot of times that will take care of it. CLR will recommend running that through. I don't normally recommend it. I mean, I've used it, but I run a lot of clear water through it afterwards.
Yeah.
To flush everything out of it. But yeah, vinegar and water, run it through it. Actually, one of the big things is starting it up, let it brew a cup, and that way you get it into all parts of it, and then just let it sit overnight and let it cook. And then in the morning, continue it through it. Now you're rinsing through with that caustic solution. When that's done, then rinse it thoroughly, at least a full tank of water. And that, if you do that once every 3-4 months, you should never have any problems with it, even with hard water. People used to always ask me, well, what's the best one? And I have to tell them, okay, what's the best coffee maker? Which one should I buy? I said, how am I supposed to know? I only get the broken ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I got my two were the Cuisinart.
Cuisinart, yeah. They're coffee makers, or they're a division of Waring.
These ones, when they first came out, we got them at where'd we get them at? Not the Best Body, whatever the hell it was. And they really backed them up, because the first one I just took back in and they gave me a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, it lasted about 1.5 years. Just quit. And that had more trouble, though. It was actually having trouble with the digital. It was flaking out.
Yeah.
And then the second one I got, it was about 1.5 years. It started the pump. You could tell it wasn't pumping right. And it probably would have fixed it. But I said, you know what? I'm going back to a percolate. Like Mom used to have years ago when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
They're selling them now, so I went back to that. They are a pain in the ass to keep clean. You got to clean them. You got to do this, that, and the other thing every time you use them. I'll tell you what, that coffee is a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Than what those singles were.
Yeah, again, just it's a recirculatory thing. A lot of them are adjustable, where you can adjust the brew strength, and basically all that is an adjustable thermostat. So it'll normally they have a thermostat. They have a run thermostat and a safety thermostat inside of them. The run thermostat runs it up to 180 degrees, and it'll click out. Okay. When that happens, it turns on the warmer, which is just a small element wrapped around, the bottom of the vessel. With the adjustable brews, it just varies. It won't shut off till 195 degrees, so it'll just perk longer, makes it stronger. And that's the whole thing behind it, I
read somewhere where coffee, there was that much science to it through the years, but coffee, I think it's 195 or 205.
For perfect brew temp?
Yes.
Right.
There is you can be too cold or too hot. That is important, I guess, to the taste.
Right. Well, it is mostly for the functionality of it. I mean, think of it. At 212, water turns to steam.
Right.
You don't really want to do that. You want to have the water coming over the grounds. So under 212. So 200 degrees, 195 to 200 degrees would be ideal. But at the same time, you have to have enough expansion of the water for it to function, for either a percolator. Exactly. On a percolator, in the bottom you've got a well, and you've got what's called a pump. It's the stem that goes down and sits down in there. On the top of the bottom of the stem is a little hole, and then a washer underneath that hole that it lets the water down into the well. It heats up. When it expands, that washer closes off the hole, and then as the water heats up to expand, now at a rapid rate, it goes up the stem to the top and into the basket. At that point, once that's gone, the washer drops back down, lets it in. In a drip coffee maker, you've got roughly a horseshoe-shaped heating tube element in there, and on the tube coming from the reservoir is a check valve, and it lets the water into that horseshoe shape. And as it heats up, it will expand and shut the check valve off, and it has to go up into the spreader and then into the basket. Same thing. Okay. Now, if it was 212 degrees, it would just turn to steam. You're not going to get any water over the top, which is easy enough to think of. But at the same time, now you know this, you're an auto mechanic. Here's the math. Let's do this. Coal empties. What's the normal pressure rating of a radiator cap?
Usually like 12, 15.
Exactly. Okay. The science behind it, there's a reason why they do that. Otherwise, you just have a cap on there with no pressure. Okay?
Right.
For every pound of pressure that you put water under, it raises the boiling point by like 7.8 degrees. So at 15 pounds of pressure, water doesn't boil until 304 degrees. Now, if your engine is at 400 degrees, 304 is still relatively cold. And water absorbs more heat than steam does. Right? That's why pressure cookers work so fast. Same exact thing. You'll have different weights that you put on top of the pressure cooker that'll regulate the interior pressure of that cooker from 12 to 15 pounds. If you're running it on 15 pounds and it's sitting there bouncing, you keep it at 15 pounds, the water is at 304 degrees as liquid. And it cooks that much faster. There's your science for the day. Sorry about that.
Very familiar with pressure cookers.
Yep.
That's all my family used to
ever
cook
heard them
with.
explode? Yeah, or if you do canning. Yeah, I've got a couple of them you could bathe a baby in.
So I basically removed the whole entire app and got rid of the tile sinker.
And reinstall it?
Yeah, but I can't get rid of that plug-in off of it.
Plug-in. You might have to uninstall the program that supports the plug-in.
Where's that at?
Well, what is the plug-in operating? Because a plug-in is normally just an addition to OBS is.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can uninstall OBS and then reinstall it.
I done that, and the plugin still shows in it. It says multi-stream on it.
Okay. Who's something else? Bo. Got her asleep and he about rolled off the pillow, turning over. looks up at me like, "What are you doing?" "I didn't do it." But I pushed him off the bed. Yeah, I tell you, the only thing about this boom, the way I've got it, comes across from the left of the desk over my arm, mouse arm. Fine. But if I go to rub my nose or something, I gotta get used to not putting my arm up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna break my frickin' arm.
I see again, mine hung just in front of the monitor. I mean, right there. So I would have to reach out for it. I didn't want it in my way at all. And now it's down here, at the very bottom corner. And I sit probably 2.5, 30 inches away. from, my monitors.
Yeah, ideally I'd mount this in the back of the desk, and it would come underneath. Where the joint is, it's right where my monitor, my lower monitor, and my bottom monitor does not move up and down. It's just a stationary stand.
Right.
So if I could ever get that mounted, I could put it towards the wall in front of me.
Right.
And it would come right underneath my monitor, and that's probably where I'll eventually make it. But we're still in the market for desk.
You see in the elevated, there's a piece in the back corner back there. I got an L-shaped desk that the tower sits on that elevates it up like 4 inches, 5 inches. That's where I've got the boom clamped, so that it can come over the top of the monitor. Because I've been running 3 monitors ever since I got this desk to fill it up. Actually, at one point I had 5. Now I've got 4. And still room. There's still another 19 over on the far right-hand side that I use for when I'm working on PCs. So I have something I can, do it. Like when I built Snipes', I did it right here next to me, and I've got a monitor over there that I have for doing just that.
It's funny because Bugster, we were putting it together last night. He's got the same boom. It's the exact same setup he's got. And I go, oh, it's got little Allens back here. You can tighten up the swing pressure. Allen, it goes in there. He goes, no. I said, yeah. I said, see how loose it is? If I bump that just right, it's going to go right into swing into my monitor. So
right.
I tightened the base one down, and I said, look, see, I got that tight, and this one's a little bit looser. And he goes, I didn't know that I had that.
That's one of those. I was this old when I learned this.
Right. And he goes, well, I've always feared, I've already hit my monitor once. I'm lucky. Let me go in and see if mine's got it. He goes, it does. I said, well, here, take the Allen wrench. And when I adjusted his last night, I said, come on, dude. You didn't know that? But yeah, if I'd get mad and push it, it would go right into my monitor right there. But it's a good foot away.
No rage slapping.
I have to hit it. Yeah, kidding. But it's cool. I'm enjoying it. I don't have that big Yeti sitting up my desk here and having to move it every time I'm not using it.
Yeah. I got used to when it was hanging up there, and I'd move it from time to time for whatever reason. I'm not sure what it was anymore. I'd have to move it over to the side if I was stretching across the top of the monitor to get behind the tower. That's the only time I would ever have to move it otherwise. And same now, it's just a fixture on the desk. I could screw it down. I'll never have to move it unless I'm cleaning off underneath it, but yeah, I've gotten used to that. Oh man!
You see, the Yeti would have worked on this too. I told him, I'm not complaining because obviously now I've realized how much better streaming mic this is as far as canceling. And some people don't need that. Like you, I think you look like you're in a room that's closed, and you don't have people behind you playing games too. And it's like, the Yeti was great, but it was very hard to get that to dial out.
Right.
And I also had to have it sitting right here at the edge of the desk in front of me. If I put it over there to make it work, the dog farts in the hallway, you could hear it.
I had that a lot with when I was working from home. Some of the other CSRs, if I was talking to them, you could hear the whole office, and we were just using our little boom mics on the headphones.
That's it, yeah.
And same thing for a little while after I retired. I decided, okay, I want something to do, and I signed on with Swiss Colony, for being a CSR with them. And it was decent pay and yada, yada, yada. And they paid for training, which was very nice. And they're, we would have like big ass Zoom meetings basically for training. And some of these people, like you said, would have 6 or 8 kids running around the room behind them. Now, we couldn't see each other, but good Lord, I mean, you could hear everything in the background, and it just, and I had to apologize a few times to Jordy. He was good about that, getting on the Discord, and he'd crack open a bag of Doritos. I'm like, dude, please,
Yeah, and this mic does have a mute. You just tap the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no button. You just tap it.
See, that's the way mine is. It has the same thing with yours. Mine has the button up on top of it too.
Yeah, and mine's right on the front, and it's got a glowing LED on it.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like the Yeti. I'm not complaining about the Yeti. I like that Yeti. I do.
I like it. It's a good mic.
And like I said, I was just going to buy a boom, and they went for the bang. But like I said, this mic, I've noticed that it is very more robust on canceling noises,
mm-hmm.
and not messing with your voice.
Right.
I mean,
you can do that with the Yeti, but
it's got better logic.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That Yeti's nothing but, I think, a heavy-duty mic, so it's a good mic.
I'm going to be quiet for just a second.
Sitting here debating whether to mow. It's supposed to rain about 3 o'clock. I went and got gas. Premium grass is ridiculous.
Sorry about that. My cousin, evidently we've got another big ass. I was looking at the radar. If you check out the radar, Chicago's getting ready to get destroyed. There's a big ass storm through central Illinois right now, from Wisconsin all the way down to just north of St. Louis, and then extending southwest across the I-70 corridor. Sorry if I sound like a meteorologist. Extending along the line and 10 miles either side of the line from northern St. Louis, or actually St. Charles County, down through just north of Springfield, Missouri. The radar is also picking up a squadron of Russian ICBMs, so hey, I wouldn't sweat the thunder showers.
Well, my grandma has a friend that lives up in Boonville, Missouri.
Hmm. They could be getting it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that skinny line of red and its pop-ups right to the east?
Mm-hmm.
Just coming into Indiana there. Those are the ones that this bow light. Gotta watch.
Yeah, watch for rotation in it. Yeah, you can put the radar to Doppler and look for purple and curvature in it like that. That'll be where you'll see rotation at. But evidently, the school that her son goes to, they called off school 2 hours early because of the storm that's not supposed to hit here till like 5 o'clock. So, yeah. And looking into it, they're only forecasting winds from like 15 to 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's what they told me. That's what they told me last night.
She said she woke up last night during the storm to hail and all this. I had my front door open and the windows open. There was lightning and a little bit of thunder, not even much thunder. And it rained a bit, but that's it. That's all there was. I didn't get anything more than that. So, and again, I'm not a meteorologist. I just play one on TV.
What haunts me off is I swore the day it was supposed to be dry and nice, and now they're talking rain. So I was gonna mow the grass. I went and got gas. Get grass had a little dew on it still. I was gonna. It's supposed to not rain till 3, but I don't trust her because anymore it's like it's an hour to sometimes 2 hours earlier than what they're saying it's going to be here.
Right. Yeah, see, it rained
and it's not that bad.
Pretty good last night, so I was thinking the same thing. If it didn't rain last night, I was going to jump out there today before it stormed. But, nope. It rained last night, so that cut it off until at least this evening. But now it's going to be raining this evening, so now it's going to be probably Wednesday before I'm able to get out and cut it, and it'll only grow another 3 feet between now and then. You know.
Yeah, right now it looks like that storm, what I'm looking at, kind of arcing up around north of you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also saying I might get stormed back probably this week. I don't know what day this week.
Yeah, I recommend, I watch weather.com because they've got a live radar and a forecast radar that gives a fairly decent model of what should happen.
I've been watching the Weather Channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weather.com on the computer. But yeah, she's like, well, Channel 2 News is saying that, you know, this, that, and they're making it out that it's going to be, you know, the second coming of Christ. And I have to, you know, explain to them, please try to understand, if you've never listened to Don Henley's Dirty Laundry, listen to it, you know?
So, they're saying it's supposed to come back in for me sometime Thursday morning and Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm supposed to have rain Friday morning, and nothing comes back until the 7th and 8th.
Aha. Yeah, I had to explain to her that TV station meteorologists are coached to broadcast a worst possible scenario. because that way people like to hear bad news more than they like to hear good news. Just a fact of life. And they will, sit there and wait, we'll give you the details right after this, and then you watch 20 minutes of commercials. That's how the station makes their money, is by that 20 minutes of commercials. So, yeah. If you just said, well, it might rain this afternoon, you're like, okay, cool, and you turn it off.
And there's some people saying, oh, it's raining, and I'm like, yeah, you know why? As a truck driver, you don't get to watch the news. All you have to do is just look outside and where it's black at.
Yeah. Wasn't it, it was either, I don't think it was South Park, it was Family Guy. And, here's our guy, Bob, on the street with the weather. It's cold! Okay, thanks, Bob. Yeah. I mean, I love that. I remember George Carlin, back in the day, he had Stan Sleet, your hippy-dippy weatherman, with all your hippy-dippy weatherman. And, tonight's forecast, dark, with widely scattered light in the morning. And he was the one that did that one that I quoted earlier. That, if you check out the radar, which the cats have moved over here, man, because he's your hippy-dippy weatherman. You'll notice that, wait a minute, and he does the whole thing with the Russian ICBMs. Well, wait a minute, the radar's also picking up Sing Along with Mitch. Hippy-dippy-doo, I actually did that in a personal communications class that I had in high school, where they set us up to do a radio broadcast. And basically we got to sit at the teacher's desk, and she took 2 poles stood up on tripods and strung a bed sheet in between them, and you'd sit behind it. So the class couldn't see you, they would just listen to you. And they gave me a one of those record players, lift off the lid, speaker on the front, that kind of thing. And I had also wired up 4 speakers that I brought in myself. And inside of an 8-track tape player is a PC board that has a centerpiece and 4 outer pieces. And I hooked that up to a small belt with a DC motor in a shoebox, where I could have the input going to the center and then 4 of the outputs going to each of the speakers. So when I turned it on, the sound would go around the room, right? And I did Wonderful Wino Radio, which was completely plagiarized from George Carlin, the entirety of it. And it was the monster broadcast. So I played Frankenstein from Edgar Winter, BOC, Godzilla, and there was something else that I played. Anyway, I aced the shit out of that. They thought that was the coolest thing. The whole classroom was going nuts, because obviously they'd never listened to George Carlin. I would imagine that the teacher did, but I mean, I did Biff Burns in the Sportlight Spotlight. I did the headlines, Pen pal stabs pal with pen. Jacques Cousteau drowns in bathtub accident. Large cracks are forming in the earth. Giant rocks are falling out of the sky. Washington and Moscow are in flames. For these and other interesting news reports, tune in at 11 o'clock. And then I come back after the song. Okay, the big hand's on the 6, the little hand's on the 4, and it's time for the 11 o'clock news. And I mean, I did the whole routine, and they thought it was cool, and everybody said you need to be a DJ, and I did not, which was stupidity. I mean, I spun music in dance clubs, but that's not the same. Oh well. And what was kind of disappointing about it, my second shop, Authorized Appliance, was right across the street. It's a divided street right there, so 2 lanes, big median, Parkland kind of thing, 2 lanes, and then the Broadcast Institute. And I could watch those guys out there doing mock-ups of, live broadcasts with cameras and stuff. Zeke would have loved that. He'd have been the guy working the cameras, driving the van. He got credited as a producer.
Doing a cryptid signal mission.
Cryptic? Oh, yeah. I think I might have that one.
It's that. There it is. First one.
What area is it in?
I know. I didn't have to go up all the way. Oh, the one at Hunter's Paradise.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I still got a stack of Hunters. I think a few that I haven't done yet. Or haven't failed yet.
I know there's got to be guys up here.
I made it up, I think yesterday I made it up as high as level 22.
There, finally, I got everything back to normal.
We got the first one.
I figured it out. I can disable the plug-in.
There you go, yeah. Yeah, right click on it. Or go to your browser plugins and you can disable them individually from there.
Yeah, so I went to figure out how to remove it.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work out for me at all either.
Right.
Because mine don't, like I watch YouTube videos, it doesn't show what the other people's videos are showing.
Oh shit, here go the helpers.
I gotta get in and start playing, get caught up with you guys.
Well, I took my game off my computer for right now because I was having so much dang trouble.
Gray Zone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yours is built higher than mine is. It shouldn't have any problems with it at all.
I just got a feeling when you do a mission. Yep. Nope, that's a player. He's a looter. Got the orange bags.
Yeah. Did you get one of those?
No.
What?
You want one?
Oh, I don't know. Eventually for loot, I guess they're alright for looting, but aren't they
I don't
heavier?
know how a guy did it, but we were at base the other day, and a guy walked up and dropped like 7 of them on the ground.
Are you serious?
And I grabbed one of them. Actually, I grabbed 2 of them. I gave one to Zeke. He's been wearing it.
They also took my region out. Like, I don't even have a server to set my stuff back to anymore.
Really?
Yeah, like server region for OBS.
Oh, OBS.
So I only got East Ohio, North Virginia, and Western Colorado.
Oh, for your IPS.
Yeah.
For OBS, okay. Yeah, that's not OBS, that's your ISP, excuse me.
But last time I seen it, it said Dallas on here, and that's where I usually
that's
click on
closer.
because, yeah, but it doesn't show that anymore. I guess they took the server out of Dallas.
Sometimes it'll auto populate it where it doesn't give you a choice. It's just going to put you where it thinks it, you're going to get the best.
Yeah.
Right. The best service from. You might be able to find it by going directly into your router's sub-panel. It might be at like 198.162.0.1 or .0.0 would get you into the control panel for your router. If you go to the manufacturer of your router, their website, they'll have a number for it. You would just put it in your not your search bar, but your address bar. Like I go in and go 198.162.0.1, and that will bring up the control for, say, my Wi-Fi transmitter. You know, the control panel for it, so that you can set passwords, encryption, yada yada yada. Some routers are set up the same way, and switches as well, where they'll have a subnet mask set up to where you can go in and adjust the settings on it. You know, otherwise, if you didn't know it, you wouldn't know it. So what are you going to do, you know?
There's one thing.
I have not been paying attention to those whistle boards. But that's the most popular, is 198.162.0.1. You can put it in the address bar of your browser and it'll take you there. Yeah, we ran for a while. Well, Saturday and Sunday. I didn't get as much time in yesterday because I went and played Bunko with the American Legion Post, which was a piss riot. Bunko. It's a dice game where you play 6 rounds. First round, you're trying to throw 1s. Second round, 2s, so on and so forth. I mean, it took 30 seconds to figure out how to play the game, you know. And basically, it was just a bunch of people getting together, eating cake, drinking coffee, making loud noises, and there was a couple of raffles and a silent auction and crap like that going on. Otherwise, it was a close interval cluster. You know, especially when you've got a bunch of old, elderly, overweight people sitting around tables, and after each round you have to get up and move. So, you know, in between the 1 and the 2, 300 people have to move, and all of them have mobility issues. You know, today's Bunko is brought to you by AARP and Geritol. Here comes Mom. Okay, I'm gonna be back in just a second. Oh shit, again with that.
All 3. Well, that mission opened up Falling Airfield for me.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Like all those missions you had that.
Yeah, I didn't notice it opening up any particular place except Nerith for me. I didn't see when I didn't get a thing across the screen, you know, taking up the whole screen saying, now Falang's open. It was just there. But I did get one for Fort Nerith.
Huh.
Which is odd because I'd already been to Fort Nerith a couple of times. And done, well, I think I'd even done a mission or 2 over there. I know we went there to get that blueprint.
I did a few with Zeke when he was doing them, and it didn't open up anything. It's like you have to do these missions to open up those areas, I think.
Yeah.
I think just showing up there doesn't do it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, Mom was telling me the same thing. They canceled tonight's meeting because of the weather. I'm like, here we go, because people are watching TV. Oy, oy, oy. Where are we at?
They must be really expecting some bad weather, huh?
That's what they're telling people.
You do that with snowstorms.
Oh yeah, and remember when we were kids, I was telling Tracy, they would tell, the schools would tell you to carry a shovel because you're going to have to dig your way to the corner to get on that bus. When we were kids, they taught us how to hide underneath our desk during a tornado. You weren't going home, you were staying right there. You're going under the desk and you're taking your textbook and notebook with you. I mean, yeah. Now,
hold on to your desk so we can find your body.
Yeah. Take one of the toe tags and pass them back. That kind of thing. Remember to tag people who are no longer with you.
Wow.
There's got to be something that we can run on here that doesn't have tons of, Donner Pass, other rivers, something that doesn't have signals every 5 seconds. But something that looks neat.
Is this a POI?
We've got a little bit of time left here. We'll run the curve.
There's nothing here.
It'll look good in case something helps. Helper on the curve, 40 minutes. We've already got that. Oh, GP7.
Now I'm just killing people. I gotta get 10 kills at falling. Somebody just came out of there. I hope the outskirts account.
Okay, so it's 100 years after construction. They're already starting to talk about what might be done in October to mark the event. Until then, our work continues.
Oh, did Darko change his name again?
Yeah. I think that might be him in there.
Darko's not his name no more.
Queste. Darko's in here. He's in the chat.
I was sitting there trying to figure out because I got a subscriber from him and it says unknown now.
Right. Yeah. He goes by Queste. Kweztey.
Where does he come up with these names?
Okay, we're coupling up here in 0.18 miles. Okay.
Looks like I probably need to go to a different server.
Hopefully it's got us lined up. Good Lord. Okay.
Oh, there's a squad. Get behind a tree. Oh my God. Russ sucks in this game, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, I know. tells us. I can't tell. Yep, coupler's unlocked. Good.
You can't even shoot two guys with your breath. Guys, pretty cool though how they maneuver and get off the side of the road. Door shut. Door shut at the remote. That means they're spawning back. Those aren't counting. I bless it. Oh, but it wouldn't hurt to frickin' enable the squad or the mission. Jesus H. I forget to do that every time. You'll get pissed at me. God, I just got off the helicopter. I'm thirsty.
At least you didn't get shot.
Well, I guess I did work up a thirst since Hunter's Paradise. I see one that's looking for me. Well, right, just lined up right behind a tree perfectly, too.
Man, I definitely got to open up some doors in here.
Two. All you do is you can hope this tree isn't transparent. Hope that it has collision. For round bullets.
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully it'll stop a bullet. We've been using those trees to death. I have anyway. Using them for cover. That you might notice that I'm almost, if we get in a firefight, 90% of the time I'm crouched down. The only problem with it is they hide behind blades of grass.
I was told, now this was early on in the builds, but that guy I met, it was the dev, where their aim is at the chest. So when you squat down, your head is where and I don't know if it's still the case or not.
I get more headshots. I'm sorry, wrong. I get more leg shots than anything.
At distance, I do. It's almost like if you keep your distance, if they do hit you, it's only going to be in the leg.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
Oh, got one. Oh, I got one on the porch. Probably a 200-yard shot.
Yeah, I think my longest kill now is still at like 130 yards, something like that. It's really kind of wild.
I was trying to work on a 400 the other day over there by Sawmill up on the cliff where I got stuck that one time because there's a mission up there. Yeah. And I couldn't get him. I killed him off at under what I've already had. I was waiting for him to come back through again. And it got dark, so I had to quit. Yeah, mine's 365.
Jeez.
So.
Wow, congratulations. Very nice.
But see, I don't know. It used to be 400 used to be the rendering distance. You'd step in like 399, you could see them. 400,
you couldn't. Yeah.
It would just, it's like right at 400. Those guys where I was going to shoot them at, they would have looked like little freaking ants on the screen, man.
Yeah,
I had it yarded out, yards. I had it, all figured out, set up, but never came back.
Yeah, about if they're standing next to something, you can jump to your main map and drop a waypoint approximately where you think they are, and it'll give you the yardage. I'm guessing that those rangefinders do the same thing. I knew it was coming, and I did it the other day where I'd been carrying my binoculars, and one time when I went back for my body, I forgot, out of habit or lack of habit, forgot to grab my binoculars. So I left it with a dead body. Oh well, I've got more.
It is amazing when you aim at these guys. They move.
Oh yeah. They feel the hairs on them.
I mean, this guy's like 200 yards and he still knows I'm aiming at him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like Top Gun. They've got a lock.
Beep, 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 beep.
And a couple of them are hilarious. Every now and then you'll see them wave to you, "Hey dude, how's it going?" And then you watch their head disappear in mist.
Yeah.
Because I will cap them at that point.
I gotta be getting close. Where am I at? 5 of 10. Now they're blindly shooting at me. Gotta watch this road behind me.
you streaming it?
What's that?
Are you streaming it?
No, not yet. I'm gonna get back into it. I've got things all planned out. No. I'm sitting back here at the edge of the field behind the remote, picking these guys off all the way into the parking lot. Yep, 3 more kills. I think I came into a respawn, is what I did, because the guy had left right when I got here. I wish I'd enabled or activated the mission before I shot that squad. I don't know if it would have counted or not.
Oh yeah, as soon as you go into a place and clear it out, the next mission you get will be, you know, kill 10 people there.
Yeah. I am bad on forgetting to enabling that.
Yeah, I've gotten in the habit, I've tried to, and so far it's worked, at looking at my list, and the ones that don't have the skull and crossbones, enable it, because it doesn't matter if you die. And it might be something, you know, it'll happen. I've had it happen a couple of times where, you know, somebody in the squad with me, or I'll do something that completes the mission, and I didn't even know I had it going.
I'll do that right now. That one's already enabled.
And sometimes it's like you don't even have to be in the same area. We went down and killed the leader at Blue Lagoon purely by chance, because he can show up anywhere within 10 miles of Blue Lagoon. You know, it was like trying to find the leader at Hunters. He could be anywhere.
Yeah, he's 3 places.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's the Sunset LA too. That's makes it.
There's a cop that is a chalet up on top of a hill, just like Sunset. Same exact building and everything, only it's one of the cops. We went there yesterday.
What is the explanation? Say you do lose 8 reputation points if you fail this task.
That's a choice task, or a shared task, as they call it. So you'll get the 225 from one person, but you'll lose 8 from the other.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's not like you'll lose a ton. But as soon as you drop, like, if you're giving something to one of 2 people, like the box of passports, let's say, it won't even tell you complete, you know, yay, it'll automatically come up failed, you know. I remember that in the first one. It was like, oh my God, because you had a choice task like that, you hand it to the other person, Artisan would go off. She'd start sending you text messages that you would be, you know, embarrassed to show your friends.
Yeah. Well, I accepted all the exclamation mark ones. Oh, because those are the ones I seem to forget the most.
Yeah, watch out, like I say, for the ones with the skull.
Yeah.
Those are the ones, if you die, you lose it. Those are the ones you want to wait till you've cleared out the place first.
But they will eventually come back, guys.
Oh, yeah. And then you've got to either remember or something because it won't still have first time on it, which are the ones you really want to get done the first time if you can, because otherwise, like I say, it won't have that marker on it and you'll lose track, and those are the ones that you need to properly advance through that vendor.
Which ones are that?
The ones that have the first time next to the skull,
yeah.
let's say. Yeah, it'll have the yellow circle.
Yeah, because the main mission still gave you the most XP.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed these ones are kind of like...
Yeah, the side tasks.
Right behind the shed. He's walking right out here in the back.
Yeah, some of those side tasks, you almost have to do like 17 of them to level up. Snap.
Not as many on the restaurant porch as there used to be.
Yeah, well, they did add a bigger wrecking yard to remotes. They added a lot. To where the terminal area now is just kind of secondary.
Yeah, it's like, what I think is they made more sparseness of, like the squads now, that they pulled them from the main areas.
Yeah.
But until they get the servers, I don't know if they're going to work on the servers to have more slots, you know what I'm saying, to have, kind of get the density back in the main areas again. I don't know if that's something they're doing. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
One more kill and I know where he's at, by the red truck. Let's watch him duck. There now. There he is. Oh God. Right when he showed up, my breath gave out. I hit him though.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be my last one. He shows himself again.
It almost seems like the game does that, where they give it a window. Let's say if you're in your last 10 seconds of breath and you're waiting for him, if he pops up, it'll change it to 3 seconds from 10 seconds.
Yep. Yep, they're like shaking.
And sometimes I'll still stay on aim and then time it. Like the figure 8 aiming.
Right, yep.
And,
that's how I hit him.
Just time it just right.
Oh man, you gotta love the deal when it comes on, when you're trying to redo your game capture. That little red arrow up top, being a pain in my butt right now.
See, I've never used one.
Oh, just try to get it as the size as your game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's being a pain in my butt right now. It doesn't want to move.
Hospital urgently? Oh crap.
Oh, I see a guy right out here. He's trying to work his way to me. Ooh, that'll shit you. Where'd he go? I just saw him. My binoculars. Good look at that. There he is. There it is, complete.
Good job.
Now I just got to get over here to the Argos, Falcon, and see. I could probably turn that in now. Got some shit I need to drop off. Close to 19. Them geese and the duck sounds like those guys yakking.
Oh, I know. That drives me crazy.
Here's a single one. I said in progress. It's a hard one. The side tab. It's just an exclamation mark. First time.
Mm-hmm.
All the hidden poppy fields and what you're finding.
Oh, yeah. It might be hard, not so much because there's a lot of AI suppressing you, but it might be because you have to find them. We did that one before, and I think it marked them out on the map. When you accept it, it'll show you where they're all at. And there was, at each one, there was like 4 or 5 guys to take out.
So now I got to do acetylene cylinders. That's another one statted.
Yeah, that one, I've had that one going for a long time. I haven't seen one yet. And I've seen a lot of acetylene cylinders, but not one, you know, that you can pick up and take. Oh, and if you still have the one for the DSLRs, I found one this weekend for you.
Yeah, I do. I do. Remember, you tried to give me one, and I should have took it because that mission showed up right after.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I had the same
I turned
thing.
In that once before.
I mean, literally, I was clearing out some space, so I sold back a couple of cartons of cigarettes. 5 minutes later, I got a task wanting 2 cartons of cigarettes. I'm like, are you shitting?
Oh, so there is a mission. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I also went ahead and grabbed 2 jars of Vaseline. I'm grabbing 2 of anything odd and keeping them.
Well, I imagine Vulture will probably want the Vaseline.
Yeah.
That hat.
Yeah. I have no idea.
To deal with it. Yeah, there's the reflex cameras there. I've got one.
Okay, I've got another one for you. When I get off stream here in a few, I'll jump in and drop it to you.
Yeah, I've got I gotta find the sulfuric acid.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those either.
Oh! Why do I have restructuring? Neutralize the enemy's south. That's southeast of Cubans.
Southeast. That sounds. Yeah, that sounds like hunters.
Really?
That might be anything from the construction site south. It's hard to say. When they say it, you almost read it as, okay, in the immediate area. It's not. I mean, it could be, light seconds away.
It says southeast, so restructuring is in, I haven't even been there yet. It's just southwest of Dalward.
Mm-hmm.
Dalward. There's a village there. And that's where the mission.
Tiger Bay is southeast of Cubanza.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating my point to show clarity, of course, but still. Same thing, you're going to get one needing 2 gas tanks if you already haven't gotten that one.
I gave one I had to Zeke because he needed one.
Okay.
Do that one. I'm looking.
I ran into a couple yesterday. We did Blue Lagoon and Tiger Bay. I'm trying to think where else we were. but I ran
I
into
don't
a
have
couple
any
of them, and I didn't have room to keep them.
Yeah, that must have been the one I had.
We
I've got
spent most of the time
two
down
tool
there.
sets, which I think that's probably going to be one of somebody.
Yeah, those little roll-up tool sets. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a few of those as well.
I gave him a VIP or one of those passport things he needed
Mm-hmm.
for one. Still got 2 VIP passports.
Yeah, keep those,
I got a 1 businessman ID card.
and you'll need that too. I think. No, I've got a tourist ID card, and that's the only IDs I've found.
Combat Suite. They call them small marketplace.
That sounds familiar
That's up there.
too.
That's up there right from Falcon. You go up the road.
Mm.
Falling airfield.
I think we did 1 or 2 over there as well, from Golf 1, but we didn't go down to the airfield. We were doing stuff northeast of there.
Let's see how bad that is. I think there's usually a lot. There's usually a squad down there too. Jesus Christ, they just come walking up beside me here. Scared the crap out of me. I don't know if he came from there or not. It might be a good time. Go up there and hit this.
Yeah, sometimes that really works out to your advantage.
I don't know where he came from. He's not a faction member.
Over to
Not any big trees to hide behind here.
over to the northeast at the bridge and fishing shack in that area. There's a campsite, and they turned the road leading up to the bridge. There's a checkpoint now. There's duffel bags up there that have cash in them. I went through there and made almost $3,000 just out of two duffel bags. One at a campsite, and then one on a table right there at that checkpoint.
This is the village where the one leader from one of the leaders can be here. Oh, I'm not seeing anybody, but that's scary. Also, I think I might be going to get into a spawn here. What is it? Oh, I got to start up there. Dude. Got right out 2 guys. Oh god, there's a squad in the field across from me. Shit. I'm surprised they didn't see me.
It's one. I noticed that last night we went to a checkpoint and shot the place up. I mean, we took out like 5 or 6 guys. And I looked down the road leading away, and we were at a T, and there was a squad of 4 guys just walking away. It's like they can only hear in front of them, and I took out a couple of them, and they never shot back. I mean, it was at night, and they were under a street light, so I could see them. But they evidently couldn't see me, and I was at the checkpoint. I was lit.
That threat's neutralized. Yeah, you got to have your head on a swivel anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Used to before, but really, it's really now it's big time. Fields.
And singular, and they take cover, as we noticed in the trenches.
Oh my god, that place is a nightmare.
Jump up, shoot, jump back down.
I watched one guy go in there by himself one day from the map view.
Mm-hmm.
And he went in. I'd have to show you on the map. I was trying to pick up how he went in it, because he cleared it. Oh, I know how he cleared it, now I remember. He put about 12 mortars on it. Circle, just like a round in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fuel truck. This is probably a fuel truck was part of one of the jobs. Right by the top right here. Falcon. Probably part of that one. I can't remember what the name of it is. Fuel shortage. Could have been close enough. No, that's the one we done already. Check the fuel levels of tanker trucks on the road south of Salem. No, I haven't done that one. This should be falling here. So you're playing a different train game, I see, than what you normally do.
Yeah, classic. Train sim classic. A lot of times I would keep classic for Friday, which I did last Friday, but I ended up having to cut it short for some reason. The computer did a restart in the middle of everything, which was just odd. And there's actually more followers and a lot of times more viewers on Train Sim Classic than there is on Train Sim World 6, which is what I normally do on Mondays. Mondays I try to do, as far as need to, that okay. Could have gone better up yours. I do trains on Monday, trucks on Tuesday, and then Fridays we'll just see what's up, that kind of thing. And Friday I did Train Sim Classic, but had to cut the stream in half because everything went all awry. Had like a 5-minute break in the middle. But, yeah. And that's gonna do it for today. Let's see who we got going here.
I'm not live streaming at the second. I'm just sitting here trying to fix everything.
Righto. Well, shoot. I haven't really got that many followers that are streaming right now. Grumpy Old Man 1963 is doing some Gray Zone. We might just go over there. Let's see here. We are going to see if we can set up a raid. Really?
What is this storm doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna find out.
I'm trying to figure out where this thing is going.
What's going on?
Oh, it looked like it was all going to go northwest of us, but we're going to get some thunderstorms.
Yeah, later on it's going to come through the way it is on ours. Okay, I'm going to run over and raid Grumpy Old Man 1963. He's doing some Gray Zone. No plan, just problems. We do want to thank everybody for coming by today. Of course, KS Transport bled 4 days. I appreciate you guys being in here. It's good seeing you. Mom, love you, honey. Darko, Zeke, we know you're there, man. We can tell you're there. It's good seeing you guys. I will be back. What is today? Monday? I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll do some driving. Probably be on ATS tomorrow morning. And then, of course, Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be running with Zeke. Come on by and say hi. Love to see everybody in there. Until then, everybody, peace. Have fun. Don't die.
Peace out.